Joe DeCamara here, 97.5, thefanatic.com, and joined, of course, by Jeremy Roenick. Jeremy?
Pleasure.
The book, JR, it is my life, the most outspoken, fearless, and hard-hitting man in hockey. Congratulations on the book, Jeremy.
Thanks. I just put the JR part. Everybody else put the other part.
What's the official, is the official name JR, or is the whole thing the official name?
I think it's JR. I think everybody sees me as that and knows me as that, so that's only right.
Congratulations on the book. What went into it? What was the idea behind it, and how's it going?
It's going tremendous. Can't keep them on the shelves, which is the way I like it. But I wanted to bring people into the background of my life. I wanted to bring people into the locker room, onto the planes, what it's like as a professional athlete, and then what it was like being me, because I was very controversial, very loud. Had a big ego, and I had ups and I had downs. I had some really highs and some really big lows. So I think everybody would really get a treat listening to the stories and knowing why I said some of the things I said, and why people look at me differently than through the media than actually knowing me.
Jeremy, what gave you the confidence through your career, now still as a broadcaster and as a writer? What gave you the confidence, much like someone like Charles Barkley, who's not afraid to say what you feel? A lot of guys politically correct. Why were you different?
I think number one, because if you put it out on the ice and you play really hard off the ice, then you have the ability, and I think you have the okay to say certain things off the ice. What's the line? If you pay, you play, or if you're going to do it off the ice, you better do it on the ice. And I was one of those guys that did it. So, I played hard and I worked hard. So
Comes natural to you?
Yeah, it comes pretty natural. I have a big mouth. I have opinions about everything. So.
And of course, a long star, long time running the NHL as a star, and a period of time for a couple of years with the Flyers. What are your memories of those years, the middle of last decade with the Flyers?
The Flyers. 3 years is not enough for me here.
But it was a solid run.
It was.
It was a good push.
I'll tell you, the 2004 team was, I thought, the best opportunity for me to win a Stanley Cup, and with injuries and just the way that we kind of petered out at the end, that team was as strong as any team I've ever played on. So, but coming here in 2001 and hugging Mr. Schneider, that was pretty awesome.
We all remember the hug.
I'm sure he was like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Now, there's a couple million people in Philadelphia asking what was he wasn't the only one thinking that.
Yeah. Right.
No one had ever seen Ed Snyder get hugged.
Well, what's my point is, somebody gave you $39 million. You're gonna hug him.
I would say so. You give me 39, I'll hug you right now.
See, there you go. Yeah. See, so I'm not all out that crazy. And then there was just some great runs, playoff runs. We had that goal I scored in 2004 against the Toronto Maple Leafs to push us in the semifinals. That was special. The guys I played with, Mark Recchi, John LeClaire, Rick Tocchet, Keith Primo, Tony Monte, even Alex Yamnoff, who I got traded for in Chicago. We got reunited. So, I can go on and on. It was, playing for Bill Barber and Hitch was a tremendous asset to my career.
When you think of the 2004 season and that playoff run in particular, is it more of a positive feeling of what you did accomplish as a team getting that far to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals, or is it more that was my shot and more of a down?
No, it was a disappointment. It was one of the biggest disappointments in my career in terms of the winning aspect, because, like I said, all of us thought we were going to win that cup no matter what. If we got past Tampa Bay, we thought we would roll right over Calgary.
And Primo was on fire.
It was one of the best playoff performances I've seen a teammate put up. Primo was unstoppable that playoff year, and it was just one of those things that you're so close, you're so confident, and then the dreams get crushed again.
You came back last year for the Winter Classic against the Rangers, of course. One of many great Flyers to come back. What was that experience like for you?
Well, one of the coolest. I've done a lot of cool things in my time, but to play outside in a game like that, the history of playing outdoors, and then in front of all those Flyer fans, 50,000.
Citizen back, yeah.
Just a phenomenal display, and just the look of it was. And then I was on the ice with Remy Braun. I was on the ice with Bobby. And just what a tremendous experience I had.
You've had a connection, really since it seems like day one when you signed with the Flyers, with the fan base. How do you sort of sum that up? How that happened, and sort of what that's like?
I think I played the game the way that they cheer.
Yeah.
I played it hard. I played it with passion. I played it with commitment. I always tried to give back to the fans as much as I can. So, it was no wall between us. Even when I was on the ice playing with that wall, I tried to run right through it, and I think they appreciated that. The media didn't scare me. The sports media didn't scare me, and I was one that was going to fight for my teammates. I was going to fight for my city, and I think they appreciated that. I think they got their money's worth.
There was a game, I think it was in New York, where you got, I don't know if it was your jaw or your low. I mean, it was bad, but you got back out.
23 places. 23 places it got broken, and they said 7 weeks.
Yep.
And 7 weeks later, I took all the wires and braces out myself and played that night.
I mean, that was nasty. I mean, there's some hits in sports that stand out to us as fans. That was one. I mean, that was nasty.
It's nightmarish, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I would never want to go through that again. But it builds your character, it builds you as a person, and that summer was a tough one, but it was worth it.
How is the retired life from you retired as a player, but now involved in the game still? Broadcasting, what's life like for you?
It's great. I have the best job in sports. I think if you're coming out of sports, the best thing you can do is go on television and talk about it. So my opinions, even though they're crazy and wild, and a lot of them, I've had fun going out and being able to connect with the fans and inspire and inform them what's going on. So far, so good.
Well, is that heck of a career?
A lot of businesses.
Heck of a career, Meg. Absolutely. The book is officially called JR, but then the subtitle, My Life as the Most Outspoken, Fearless, and Hard-Hitting Man in Hockey. Jeremy Roenick, and of course this is available in local bookstores, locally, nationally, and also Amazon.
It's on Amazon, yeah.
Amazon.com, and it's flying off the shelves. Obviously, great Christmas gift, holiday gift of any sort. Pick it up, and hockey fans, and I think Jeremy, you're one of those rare hockey players that connected with sports fans beyond just hockey. I think the way that you present yourself, people appreciate that. So obviously, check it out as a gift in December. Congratulations on a great career.
Thanks, my friend.
All right, Jeremy Roenick.